So what is this? Good question. This stream is we're gonna go through basically from the beginning of Jak 1 all the way up to now, and a little secret at the end, sort of thing. And then there's gonna be trivia in between. So make sure to stay in chat and listen to the questions, because if you get the question right, if you're the first person to get the question right, you'll get orbs for it. So there you go, thermal cam. Yeah, boy. How long is this stream gonna be? Who knows? As long as it takes. It probably
Yeah,
won't be that long, honestly. And before you ever run the Fire Canyon skill.
dude, I wish.
I know, right? Oh yeah, guys, is Jazz loud? I didn't see if anyone said anything about Jazz. What's up,
Hello.
Arleondo?
Eeps.
What's up, Skeets?
Both, Mike.
Yes, Mike. Jazz isn't too loud. Should I turn him up more, or is he just fine? It all depends on Jazz's mic. Then we'll get started once we figure that out. Let me turn my pages in my notebook, my notes. We wrote so much yesterday, dude. This is crazy. Oh, went too far. Hey, thanks, dude. Look at this shirt, man. Oh, frick. It says old school. Oh, frick. What does it say at the bottom? I forgot. Old school player, I think. Yeah, boy. Okay.
Oh, that's a pretty neat shirt.
Yeah.
I dig that.
It has. I think it's PS1. Pretty nice.
Yeah.
Literally was your 2-year anniversary here on Thursday. Wow. Wow. Yeah, it's inverted. I couldn't, like, I don't know, invert it again. Whatever. PS1 is as old school as it gets for me. I ain't that old. Alright. I guess Jazz sounds fine. Okay. So, this game, holy frick. Okay, the first speedrun that we know of this game is a segmented run that was over 2 hours, and we couldn't find video of it, so we're not going to show it. But we are going to show someone by the name of Zeppelins, and he had the first, I guess, recorded full game run. And so it wasn't this video in particular, but this was his last PB, which was a 125. Okay, frick. I'm only going to show you parts of this, like small parts of this. Hold on, frick.
Zanuck, okay.
See, okay, yeah. I need to, like, get
so
fact
Ricky,
checked.
you could help me here, because a lot of this, like, super old stuff, that was before me. A lot of it is from stuff when he was kicking.
A lot of it from what?
Ago. Yeah, so if anything that I get wrong from that, or yeah, just like feel free to like butt in however you want, because I could have things like incorrect or whatever. It's just things that I remember mentioning approximately 1 billion years ago. Like that segmented run, that like the only reason that I've heard about that is Prier saying something.
Prier stories. I just want to show one thing about this. Like, you won't even be able to see the full screen. I've actually should have been finding it the whole time. But anyway, Zeppelins was the first one we could find on Twitch. There might be others, but I just wanted to show that
Okay, yeah.
What?
Nick,
Holy frick, you found this.
I don't know if I'm correct.
My speedrun, done in a single segment with no deaths. Okay, that's what I wanted to note too. When we found the actual like Citadel skip. Yeah. So you can see sort of like right here, he's doing a save load after watching. Well, he kind of messed it up a little bit, but you can see that Zeppelins is doing a save load right after watching the first cutscene in Citadel, and that's what we used to do before the current Citadel skip, and we couldn't skip this one as well. Yeah, so that's how it started. What Ricky said right there, that's how it started. And yeah, right now we're at Zeppelin's 125. Um, so yeah, this Citadel took a long time back then, and a lot of the stuff, a lot of the runs back then, um, oh man, it was just about rerouting things, what was faster, what was slow. Um, so yeah, all the stuff back then was just rerouting it, and not so much based on movement. But yeah, that's all I wanted to show there. Okay,
Oh,
so
you're like cutting out for me pretty
oh,
majorly. It may just be my end though.
okay, I don't think. Well, I'm probably not cutting out for the stream. It's probably just like Discord.
Freaking Discord, dude.
Yeah. Okay, so from Zeppelins, we have people like Franson. Oh man, Franson. That name was before I even knew what a Jack and Daxter speedrun was. But these people also Roser, Prier, and Ricky. Um, got like those people into Jack One. Obviously, those are names that are still around today. Uh, but yeah, Franson, I don't know Franson at all. Ricky obviously knows Franson, but yeah, from there, Prier takes the world record, and we don't exactly know his time, but all I know is he took it from Zeppelins.
Uh,
Um,
Prier, Prier mentioned to me at one point. He took it. He didn't think he could get it any. He got 117, and he didn't think he
mm,
could really go anywhere from that. But then it did. So
yeah,
117 was pretty notable for him. And then moving on, you get towards people like
Bonesaw,
Bonesaw.
yeah,
Bonesaw was there kind of from the beginning, I think.
yeah. Bonesaw and Prier were struggling with each other for world record, and they got it down to like around 113. Yeah, 117 literal copper. Then they struggled all the way down to 113. Then a man, the myth, the
The
legend,
myth, the legend, you
just
not
comes
quite Bill.
just comes out of nowhere, and he's like on par with these two, and everyone's like, "What the frick? Like, what's going on?"
What the frick, boy?
And his name is Bill Braid, and this
Freaking
is this is basically like the era of Bill Braid from here on. Um, yeah, so Bill just like absolutely destroys everyone, gets the first 111, gets the first 110, and then gets the first sub 110 with a 109.06. And then that's when like people like Jazz started getting into the run. Um, and yeah, basically people around him were getting in. So Sultra, Sultra comes into play. But this is after Bill's pushed it down all the way to a 105. And then Sultra beats Bill. So yeah, this is without, mind you, this is before pause buffer era, like much before it.
yeah.
But after Sultra gets that 105, Bill is like, hey, frick you, and just completely destroys Sultra, and gets a 104.28. So yeah, you could see how legendary Bill was. And like when Bill was pushing down these times, it was impossible to beat his time. That's how Jazz described it to me, and I kind of see it
So
like. What were you gonna
so
say?
with so with Bill actually did say frick a lot, so um that works. So with this whole span of time, which was around like earlier, like Zeppelin's times, like 125 to like 103 ish, like to like lower 103s. That whole span of time, that's like its own kind of page in the book of like pre-buffer.
Yeah,
Pre-buffer, we ended up getting it down to 103, but a lot of the time save didn't really come from heavily optimized movement. I mean, it started to get there towards the end of this time period, but it was mainly a lot of the main time save came from finding new skips, like in level skips, and like bouncing around like different cells to route into the run. So we'd be like, oh, this is faster than this, so we'll do this. And then like there's a bunch of different routes from this time period, like going into like there was a route where we did purple rings. There was a route where we did like where we bought gambler cell. There was a route where we got all four minor cells. There was
fast.
one like we didn't do blockers in snowy for a very long time.
Too hard.
It was just
Gotcha.
like, and when we found skips like LPC clip and like steam vent, that just like opened up new cells that we could potentially get.
Yeah.
So that's like that characterizes this entire like span, and that's like where this whole like pre-buffer. That's where a whole lot of this. It was more about optimizing the route itself
Mm.
for the most part, instead of heavily optimizing movement.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, yeah, Bill, like Josh is pretty dominant now, but like Bill back in that day was like, with Josh now there's like clear competitors in like
Yeah.
different categories. Like this person can beat Josh, or like this person can beat Josh. But in back then it was like Bill, like nobody was close at all to Bill, like for a long time. Like nobody stood a chance for a
Yeah.
while.
And so when Sultra finally got the world record at 105, it was like, whoa, Bill is actually like mortal.
Bill is mortal, dude. He had it for like a year straight with like no one even close, and then it was just like Sultra just bang.
That is so insane. Okay, so we talked about Bill getting a 104, I think.
Yeah.
He got a 104.28. And then Jazz finally pops in. This is his first world record with a 104.27. He beats Bill by one whole second. And then
But
Headstrong. Oh, wait, go ahead.
so but here's something about that run, that 104.27 run was after that. Actually, I like in terms of movement, Bill's was actually a lot better than mine, about a
Mm,
minute better than mine still, because that was right after the old red sage skip was found, which saved a minute.
yeah.
And it was a pretty difficult trick. Old red sage is kind of jank. So still, like, it was the record, but it still wasn't like, it was still understood like, oh yeah, Bill's just gonna do running at a 103. So
Yeah. So if you guys don't know about old Red Sage skip, that was that was one of the hardest things in the game. I actually started running around this time. So when old Red Sage skip became a thing, I was like, "Oh no, I I want to go to NMS, dude. I'm dipping." And that's exactly what I did, but all the OGs was like, "Okay, we're going to do this." And basically it was you do rocket uppercut, right? And then you go out of bounds, you get the lava tube. Um, what is it, checkpoint. You come back. It's like LTS now, the start of LTS now, except you don't do the wait, 30-second wait. Instead, you get the lava tube checkpoint. You come back inbounds, and then you have to die. You have to kill yourself, but it has to be. You have to be like within the range of the red sage cutscene. Like the camera has to be in range of the cutscene. It's really precise. It's like weird as frick, but like people did it in runs. Jazz did it, and that's how Jazz actually beat Bill with that 1 minute time save that it was.
Yeah, it's like that's how stupid good he was
Yeah,
for the time.
it was crazy.
And I also want to touch on no save and load.
Oh yeah.
So there's an old category that existed before no major skips. It's called any percent no save and load. And you'd be like, okay, what is this? So what this was, so you beat the game without saving and loading, but that in itself, like, kind of really doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you look at it from like now perspective.
Yeah.
But originally, when Citadel Skip was discovered, way back a billion years ago at like 130, it wasn't called Citadel Skip. It was called, because it was like the only thing that you would ever save and load in the game, like ever to do, like in that route. So it was called Save and Load Glitch, which is no SL is supposed to be, it's not supposed to be no save load really, it's supposed to be no save and load glitch, but that they messed up pretty much. And so that's kind of why we're in that. I think that's kind of why we're in the mess with like, I think that's why NMS is so like 50-50 in terms of like the community. It's like that decision from that long ago. But yeah, once buffer was found, it kind of broke that category. But yeah, you can continue. I was wanting to.
So yeah, before I continue, we're gonna do a trivia question, just a small thing. This is worth 150 orbs if you get this right. So I'm gonna do a countdown in chat. I'm gonna ask the question, and the first person who guesses it right gets the 150 orbs. So yeah, that's how it goes. 7. Nice, Mike. All right. This one's worth 150 orbs.
Right. I'm gonna enjoy this one. This one's a toughie.
Yeah, this one is really hard. No, orbless. The very first orbless
not
one.
One orb.
Not one orb. So we have Josh, we have Rosa, Grig, Sultra,
Zoe.
Toto gives. Zoe is right.
Toto Zigum.
Congratulations, Zoe. Okay, hold on. Can I spell Zoe right? What was it? 150? Congratulations.
Who the frick?
Exactly. Who the frick is Toto, right? Your boy finished the first orbless run. What a guy. We're actually going to do another one. Another trivia question before we keep going. So, hold on. Let me type it first. Okay. This one's a pretty funny question. I enjoy this one. Okay, here we go. So the question is, what part of the run is basically RNG?
Six got it.
Your boy 6. Plant Boss. No, I'm just kidding. Not Plant Boss. The actual
The
plant, the
plant.
one cycle plants in Basin. I was saying that yesterday. I was messing up that question so hard. I said Plant Boss.
Basically RNG, boys.
All right, so if you guys don't know, actually, Jazz, you could explain that one. Why basically RNG? Yeah.
Oh, pretty much during Bonesaw's run at that was AGDQ 2014, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was running any percent, and he pretty much like when he was going to do one cycle plants, he was like, "Yeah, you just pretty much said this part is basically RNG." Like I don't know, we made a shitty meme out of it. It was great.
hmm It was great.
There's an
Yeah.
emote. Who made the emote? Was that Tyrion?
It might have been Tyrion. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, back to the young history for a bit. Uh. So yeah, Bill gets a 104.28. Jazz pops in with a 104.27 with the new Red Sage skip. And then Headstrong pops in with a 104.25. And that was the first time that the top three were within 3 seconds of each other. The other time was very recently when me and Headstrong had a 24.40 and Jazz had a 24.43. Those are the only two times that have happened. Um, and then after that, Bill pops the frick off and gets a 103.33. Right, completely blows everyone out of the water, and then he just kind of leaves. Like that was his
Yes.
PB for a while. Yo, what's up, Tub Tub and Chib? Um, so yeah, after that, Headstrong gets a 103.13, and then around that time, that's when the pause buffer was found. Now this is like the beginning of a new era because this saves like a crap ton of time.
Oh, I wanna add more about just a little bit more about pre-buffer and like
Oh yeah,
where we
please.
were going with it, if that's okay.
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah, Bill kind of put the game on his back, kind of thing, and just like ran it from like just pretty much like from like 112 to like all the way to one like mid 103 by himself, and he like got like he got like he got his record beaten by like Sultra, me, and Headstrong really briefly,
yeah. hmm
but pretty much nobody really contested him really at all. And around that time of 103, uh, he was kind of on his way out, and
Rip.
like I was kind of as well. So
Bump.
Headstrong kind of just yeah, like me and Bill were around the time we were like stopping playing, and Headstrong got like 103.13.
Yeah.
Well, 103.27 and then 103.13. And we were theorizing that like our like estimates that we wanted to get, like times that we wanted to get, we figured that without buffer or like because buffer wasn't a thing yet, we
Mm.
figured like mid 102 would be like really good.
Yeah.
And we figured like 101 was possible, but it's like not. We figured like that would be like God run.
Yeah.
Like down in like 104, 103, this is when we started to like really actually optimize movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that. So like before buffer, we were looking for like 102s, but we never actually got there because then
Yeah. Rip.
somebody found buffer, and then we moved
Somebody.
into
Hint, hint.
somebody. Wink,
Somebody.
wink. That'll be on the test.
Okay. So from there, your boy Jazz sort of departs, as well as Bill. And so Headstrong is the captain now. And that's when we founded current Citadel Skip. Wink, wink. And yeah, NMS really like became a thing at that time. Um, so Headstrong skips the 102 and just gets the 101, like the frick he is, or she is. Holy frick. Headstrong also got the first sub 1. Uh, then, okay. Sax, man, finally became, like, known at this time. And he got a 59.26, which was his first any percent world record. And,
Uh, uh, he
well,
was known.
he was just,
He
like,
was like
in the
doing
background, sort of.
he was doing hundo. Sax has
Yeah,
been around
yeah.
for like freaking long time, dude. He's been I don't know. I started in early 2014.
Mm,
Headstrong started around summer 2014, I believe, and then I think Sax was around early 2014 as well, because I remember he had record at like 118 in no save and load
yeah,
at one point. Um, yeah, Sax was more towards the hundo side of things, like he always has been,
yeah,
and then you just
true.
decided to do any percent. Pops a 59. Sax
What
OP.
a
Sax your bitch.
Sax OP, dude. Can we get some Sax OPs in the chat, man? Holy frick. Jesus, what a guy. So that man pops out a 59.26, and Headstrong beats Sax, and eventually gets a 58.50, right? Then your boy Ouija, came out of nowhere, right? Like, what the frick? Who is Ouija? This man ties Headstrong, unthinkable, with the 58.50, and then Headstrong was like, nah, bruh, F that. Gets a 57, and that's when Lava Walk was found. And shortly after, Boomer Claw Skip was found by your boy Boomer. Um, then, in January 2016, Lava Tube Skip version 1 was found, and the community just was mind blown. And
Yeah,
Qatar
it was
was like,
bananas.
my name is Qatar, and he just freaking showed us up, man. I have no idea what the frick happened at that point. Yeah. Uh, Headstrong. Headstrong. Well, we knew Lava Tube Skip wasn't viable. Well, we used to think that, but we were like, nah.
Well, at the time it wasn't, because it was still
Yeah.
V1,
Right,
which
right.
nobody has managed to do that on a console.
It's been nearly 2 years at this point, and no one has done it on console. Yeah, the community was brain fricked by Kui. Okay, fricked. So Headstrong gets a 56.35, as we all know. Well, most of us know. And that was in March of 2016. And that was the end of an era. Pretty crazy, actually. Like, everything. I don't know, there was so much that happened in this period of time, from when pause buffer was found all the way to when LTS was viable. Frick, we got all the way down from a 103 to a 56 from with pause buffer and other optimized movement.
Yeah, this period of time was more. There wasn't a whole lot of in level skips that were found. That was all from 4 for the most part. But this was, I mean, buffer saves like 4.5 minutes or something,
Yeah, it's
and then
wild.
lava walk saves like a lot as well. It was more about this period of time was more about, this is when like Josh really showed up.
Yeah.
And this was uh yeah, and that's when like a Ouija and Josh really showed up and started like going around with Headstrong. Um yeah, I don't know. It was more about like, this time was more about optimizing the movements specifically, and that's how we got all the way to like 56.
Yeah. True, true. All right, so now is actually we're gonna do some more trivia because I forgot about that. We have more trivia questions. Okay, y'all ready for this?
Rip. The
It's all
surprise
good.
is gone.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Okay. So the question is, who had the first sub 2 in 100%?
Oh, this is how many is this for?
This one is for 100 orbs. So we got Headstrong, we got Roser, we got Sax, we have Tyrion, Piggle, Six Rock. Nope, no right answer so far. I'll give you guys a hint. We have mentioned him already in the history. We've mentioned him.
Yankee
Bill.
out.
Yeah.
Bill.
Grats, Yankee. Okay, let's see. Let's see. That was worth 100, right? Grats, Yankee. It was your boy Bill who had the first sub 2 in Hundo. All right, so we're gonna do another question. Who had the
It was
first?
actually.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I gotta type it
It
anyway.
was actually really close. Like, so Bill and Bonesaw were like racing to sub 2, pretty much like that. Bill got it first. Eventually, they both had like 2 flat. If I remember correctly, they both were like super close. Um, then Bill ended up taking it down quite a bit further, actually, than just sub 2.
Yeah. All right. Next question. Here we go. Ooh. Lots of sacks in the chat.
Lots of sacks.
But you're all
Interesting.
wrong.
You're all wrong.
wrong. You're all wrong, dude. Sacks. Six Rock again. Roser. Headstrong. Sax. Jazz. Bill. Piggle. There it is.
Six Rock got it. Yeah,
Six Rock. It was Piggle. Piggle got the first sub 150 in Hundo. So we're gonna give your boy. That was only worth 70 because he's like a more recent
That was
runner.
more recent than first sub 2. And I like everyone has sub 2. So like.
So what was that? 70? Yeah, 70. Nice. Okay. And the last question. All right. Hold on. Let me type this one. Your boy made it. Here we go. Frick. I can't. Frick. Okay.
Serb
Got it.
first.
It was
Serb got it
Sax.
for that. Sax had the first sub 140.
Sax had the first sub 140. Okay. Who was it? Serb, right? That one was only worth 40. Because Sax is, yeah, still runs Hundo, so that was an easy one. Okay, and then, heck, let's do one more, dude.
Wait, if you want to talk about, because you know this better than I do, like the kind of more recent, like sub 150 ish to like after Bill to like now with
Yeah,
100%.
yeah. I don't know much about, like, I was there after Piggle got the sub 150, around there. So I wasn't, like, yeah, I wasn't there when Bill got the sub 2. That was a while ago.
I remember that one. Oh my god.
I have no idea. I guess we kind of talked about that already.
Yeah. Then like, I guess like Bill left and then Piggle really picked it up. But
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I can't remember when Sax like really got into Hundo. I can't remember. Piggle will know.
All right. So yeah, after Piggle got sub 150, that's when I really started getting into Hundo. Um, and the first sub 140 was a race between basically me, Sax, and Piggle. but Saxman ended up getting it. I don't know what exactly his time was, but it was pretty decent. Um,
It was a 39. I remember this. It was a 139, like 40 something, I think.
yeah, so it was barely like barely pushing it. That was like one of the most competitive times I feel like besides you, Bill, and Headstrong for any percent.
Yeah, Hundo got crazy.
Yeah, so that was actually really fun to be a part of. Okay, one more question. This one's kind of a long one.
Oh, I know what you're doing.
Well, not that one. Not yet.
Not yet.
That one will be soon. Frick, I can't type today. Okay, here we go.
Oh baby, I'm excited. Which one? Oh, you gotta list them all out in like one chat message.
List them all, boys. Holy frick.
Shit,
That was
damn.
so fast, Six.
That was quick.
Jeez. Okay, yeah. Um, your boy, Six Rock with the questions, man. All right, so how much was that worth? That was worth 80. I'm kind of surprised that we only put 80, but okay. All right, so we all know Headstrong has had the record at one point. We all know Jazz had the record at one point. We all know I still have the record. Um, but Ouija actually, I think, tied Headstrong for the 80% record.
No, he got it on his
Oh no, he
own
got it. Oh
for
frick.
with LTS. He got 25, 22.
Oh yeah. Do I have that
And
down?
then I think Bobby got it at like 28, 20. I think
Yeah. Bobby just like sniped it.
Bobby sniped the shit out of it.
But after like 3 days, Headstrong took it back. So rip Bobby's legacy. Um. All right, so let's keep going. When LTS was found, a lot of you sort of know about this. Um. So LTS version 4, which is the current version we use now, was found in June of 2016, and Headstrong and Qatar were in a race together, and they thought that they would just keep going at LTS until they got it. They were racing against each other. No one had ever gotten it in a run. So these two just go at it, and Headstrong finishes with like an hour and 40 minutes or something like that. Like, it was insane. I actually have the message. Hold on. I asked Headstrong what was the time. Uh, yeah, it was. Well, where'd it go? Yeah, it was a 140 in a race with Qatar. And then the run directly after that, Headstrong got a 37:43. So, which, yeah, that blew everybody's mind at that point. People were so hyped for that, dude. I remember that moment.
I remember because I was away, like in at like my summer job, um, when that happened. I remember I heard the news really fast. Like I heard it like an hour after it happened. I remember I immediately went and called up Headstrong on Skype to like say congrats. I was so
Yeah,
hyped, dude.
dude. That was insane. That was a great time.
That actually made me want to come back because I was like I saw Lava Tube skip and I was like, dude, I want to do that.
Yeah. And so, shortly after that, Bobby just comes and snipes it with a 28-20. Um, but Headstrong, like, takes any percent by the horns and brings it down to a 25. And that's where Ouija comes in and takes the record with what, a 25-22?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, yeah, Headstrong is like, nah, bruh. And puts it down all the way to a 24-46. or no,
No, no, no.
2457.
2450. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
and then I come in. Yeah, you guys probably all know this, bro. But I came in, got a 2446, and I just started like bawling my eyes out because I had never gotten a record in any percent before. Um, and so after that, Jazz comes in. The pipe
Comes
comes from.
back from the dead.
Yeah, Jazz comes back from the dead, gets a 2443, and I'm like, oh frick, what? And then after like a day, I get a 2440.
2440.
And then Headstrong ties me and gets actually two 2440s, um, which
It's a
was
curse,
it
dude.
was the curse for a while. And then I get a 2434, which is the current world record. Um, that is like the history of any percent.
And there's this thing like that we've kind of felt like a bunch of times. It's like, man, how are we ever going to get this faster? And
Yeah,
and we're like, this is never going to get any faster, and then it does. Um, it's like, I mean, we have a Fire Canyon skip, but it's not viable yet.
yet,
Is the way I like to think
yet.
about it. It's not viable yet.
Like after
Uh,
seeing all this, I was thinking like, because before my mindset was, oh man, Fire Canyon Skip is never gonna become viable. This is way too hard. And then looking back at all this history, I'm like, we came so far. Like, why can't we just like,
yeah,
I don't know.
we're gonna get this one day.
This is gonna be viable one day, and we're gonna get like a freaking sub 20.
Yeah,
So
it'll always get faster. We're gonna get like a sick 24 time. Like somebody's
yeah,
gonna get like a 2420 or like sub
yeah,
2420 or something. But then
yeah.
we're just gonna find a Fire Canyon skip, like viable Fire Canyon skip, and then it's gonna change the game again.
Oh yeah. Then a
It
new era
happened
will
with
begin.
Buffer. It happened with LTS itself. Yeah,
And so now we have 12 sub 30s in any percent. Holy frick. Where's it at? Okay, that's not any percent. That is 100%. Goofy? What? Goofy? I didn't click on Goofy.
oh,
Now we have 12 any percent runs. What the frick? Like, this is. I never thought that the community would get to this point, so this kind of boggles my mind. 12 sub 30 any percent runs. A year ago, I would have never thought. Like, this is insane. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But with that, I'm going to give another trivia question, or another couple trivia questions. Uh, okay, this one is interesting. I probably shouldn't put the, yeah. Okay, here we go.
oh, is this what I think it is?
Um, no.
No. Oh, okay.
Headstrong. I was gonna put, yeah, okay. There you go. Six Rock got it. It was a 5956 by your boy. Why don't I just call everyone your boy?
Because everyone's your boy.
It's true. Your boy Headstrong. Nah. Headstrong's first 59 was a 5956. So yeah, Six Rock got it.
59. I think that was like the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think Headstrong like reset list.
Why was I gonna give
Just call
Headstrong
it up.
Force?
It's like epic.
How much was this for? This was 90. Okay. This one's a good one.
And like it wasn't like that great. Like 59 wasn't like, I mean, it was cool because it was the first sub 1 hour, but it was like buffer got found, and we knew like we very much knew that 59 was quite doable. Like we knew that like 58 was doable at that time. Like
Yeah.
buffer saved like way too much time. Like
All right, here we go. Six rock, don't do it. Kappa. Sax.
all sex.
Nice one, Peter.
Nice.
Tyler.
Tyler got it.
Tyler got it.
Died 5 times.
Yeah. Okay, so you want to explain that?
Yeah. So you die once after jungle. You die once during lava, like for lava tube skip, like after the idle deload. You die. Third death is Kira cutscene skip. Fourth death is Citadel skip. Fifth death is going to the final boss platform.
Yep. There you go. Yeah, so there's 5. All right, let's do one more. This one's sort of a interesting question. This one's kind of a funny one.
Oh yeah.
Sex. Why is that always the first? Okay, yeah, Six Rock got it. It was in Boggy.
It was in Boggy. He split mid roll jump out of Boggy.
So yeah, the question was, where was Prior DF's famous split? And yeah, it was it was mid roll jump out of Boggy. It was the funniest thing I'd ever seen in a speedrun.
It wasn't even like really a consistent split. It was like, why?
Yeah.
I split there in all flies just because I think it's hilarious. Like,
all right, so yeah, so just a note, like now we have 12 sub 30 any percents. We have 77 any percent / no LTS runs, and we have a total of 112 runners. That's crazy.
bananas.
That's insane. And even if you didn't get mentioned yet, you're amazing still. If you're one of those 112.
Oh, I know where this is going.
Yeah. I just want to.
Me.
I'm just saying, dude, you're all special, man. Okay, I'll actually keep it on this because I actually really like this board.
Gonna bring up Microsoft Word.
Wait, why isn't Luigi showing? Frick.
Word.
Anyway, yeah, okay, we'll do that. Yeah, let's bring up.
Looks like you muted yourself.
Sorry.
OP.
I need to turn like hotkeys off or something. All right.
Gig 'em.
So now I had the. Just know that this was my idea. So if you have anything to say, man, just tell me. I don't do this to be mean. Okay. A disclaimer. Another disclaimer.
He wants to do it.
I want.
You wanna spark some competition.
Oh yeah, I want to spark some competition for Jak 1. Mainly because I don't know, I freaking love this game, and I know a lot of you guys who run the game love it too. So I want to spark a little bit of competition. But what I'm gonna do, it's not a roast session, not at all. So
Roast everyone.
Jak, you need no, but this is gonna be Jak 1 top 25. And it goes by player, by runner.
I feel like we totally forgot some people, but fuck it.
Yeah, hopefully I didn't forget anyone. Uh, frick. All right, so just note that this is an opinion-based top 25, and there's no need to be offended or anything like that. This ranking is obviously able to change, but as of right now, this is what I was thinking. I know Jazz doesn't want to take any credit for it, and neither does Piggle, but F it, I'm gonna include them anyway. So here we go.
Try hard.
Top 25. Number 25 is Tyrion. Tyrion,
Dude.
his most notable time, I guess, on the boards is a 104, no LTS. Um, like overall, I guess he was a pretty all right player. I guess. I mean, he didn't play for that long, but like I don't know, he was all right. Like he's definitely good enough to make the top 25, obviously.
And like his PB is actually used like I think his PB uses like some really outdated shit.
Yeah, his PB does use a lot of outdated stuff, so we're gonna add your boy Tyrion to the list.
See, but which leaderboard do you copy pasta? You said.
All right, number 24. We got your boy Husley at 24. Um, Husley has improved a lot, like over the time. He runs like a lot of hundo, and I respect that a lot. Um, he's a good man. He's pretty decent at the game. He's getting better, and I want to see him get better. So there we are. We got your boy Husley. Anything you want to say, Jazz?
I don't know. I'm okay.
All right. Jazz doesn't want to talk about this. It's okay.
No, it's cool. I'll chime in, I guess, when I see fit.
Rose. All right, so number 23. It's your boy Riley got PB. Uh, Riley's most notable PB, I guess, is his 29 and LTS time, and he has an all flies time and a no LTS. But yeah, so we put Riley at number 23. Was a decent player in his prime for sure.
Yeah, he's really good at like I don't know. He's pretty smart when it comes to routing things. Like he was actually like I don't know. Yeah, like he's pretty smart when it comes to routing things. He comes up with like really creative like movement for things.
Yeah. Jazz is quiet. Oh, frick. Hold on. My bad.
Rip me.
My bad. I muted him. When I typed the G, I muted him. Okay. Anyway, before we continue, we're gonna do another trivia question. Yeah, you wanna explain that again? I think they missed the whole thing.
I was saying how Riley is Riley is really helpful like in routing things. Like Riley finds some routes, most notably all flies. Like he finds routes and movements and like movement that's like really creative that like nobody ever thinks of.
Yeah.
So like he was a huge contributor to like he was probably one of the he was probably the main guy who like really routed a lot of the movement in all flies.
It's very true. So we're gonna go with who had the first true orbless run. That means, oh yeah, there you go, Yankee. Yankee with the Grig. And it's
That big
actually
grig.
it's actually on. It still is PB today. His 119 on the orbless boards was the very first true orbless run, meaning that he didn't have to grab an orb and load the file back. So yeah, Yankee, congratulations. That was 130. Congrats.
Well, no, true orbless in the way that he didn't have to load any files. Like he just never ever picked up an orb in the span of the run. The actual first like time though was Toto.
Yeah.
And it took a while for people to get true orbless. Like it took a good little while. Like there were people doing runs of orbless for quite a while actually before Grid got that run.
Yeah. Should I do one more? Yeah, I'll do one more. Okay, this one's a difficult one. This one's worth a lot of orbs, actually. Wait, hold on. I totally forgot a... I forgot a question. Oh my god. Okay, Jazz. Actually, let's do a couple more of these. We'll do 20 through 22. Okay. Number 22. A recent player. Still plays the game today. We're gonna go with your boy Raporte. I think he solidified himself as top 25 with his accomplishments. Um, so yeah, his most notable PBs, he's got a 28 LTS. I think that was his most notable PB actually, in my book. Um, Decent runner for the short amount of time he's played the game. Uh, yeah, like I've really nothing to say about that. He's still very new to the game.
Yeah, I think he has like a 104 and like no LTS or something, which is like
Yeah.
for that short amount of time and like with a sub 30 any percent run, like
Oh yeah.
I think it's better than just sub 30. Like it's like a 20, like a low 28. Like that's solid.
Yeah, he's definitely due to like improve on this list, at least on like my list. Yeah. Okay. Next person, number 21. We're gonna go with Turley Manor. Your boy Turley. Frick. Yeah, your boy Turley has a 110 NMS, most notable, and he also did this in a very short amount of time. Um, Pretty wild actually. I thought he was gonna continue and keep going because I thought he eventually was gonna be a top 10 player. Um, but
Yeah,
yeah.
Turley he got improved really quick.
So yeah, that boy Turley is number 21. Number 20, we got your boy Vasco. Vasco was one of the OG Orbless runners, and like that was one of the people I looked up to definitely when I started running Orbless. It took me a while to beat his PB. It's still 118, I think.
Yeah, so Vasco was the guy. He was the guy who really took Orbliss. He was like the only person to really care about Orbliss after Grig.
Yeah.
And he actually brought it to sub 120. He had the first sub 120 Orbliss run.
True.
Which is pretty sick. And then the only two people to really care about Orbliss after Vasco have been Josh and Headstrong.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, actually, we're not going to do that. We're not going to go with number 19. We're going to do a trivia question. Hold on, let me just type it. Okay, this one's worth a bunch. This one's worth 200. This is the max. Okay.
God damn it.
I like how the question's completely unrelated. Jazz practices one frames every day and managed to get 33 in a row. Josh can only do 4. How many people have beaten the game in under an hour?
You can't even cheat on this one.
This one's kind of, yeah. You
This is a hard one.
you can cheat to get close, but you can't cheat to get the correct answer. But none of you are right so far.
No one's right.
Keep guessing. Just keep throwing the guesses out there, boys. Lucid
Lucid got
with
it. 17.
17. Grats, Lucid. Yeah, so the people who have gotten sub 30, we have all the people on this board. Me, Headstrong, Jazz, Ouija, Zoe, Bobby, Mike, Six Rock, Reporter, Goofy, Riley, Luigi, Saxman, Piggle, frick, who's next? I know Braden,
Braden,
Sultra, and Bob, which is Hillary Puff.
Bob. Bob is the one that is.
That's not on the boards, but has a 59.
He has a 59.26, but he's not on the boards.
Oh, wait, yeah, that one was a tricky one. That's why it was 200. You wouldn't think of both LTS and no LTS. Yeah, so 17. Okay, next we're gonna do one more question. Right. This one's a two-parter question. It's worth 180 orbs. So let's do it. Oh, frick. Claude does have a time. You're right.
Hello?
Claude does have a 34. See, I told you we'd forget something. But Bob's was on the boards at one point, and Claude's hasn't been.
Oh, yeah. For some reason, Discord muted my everything, so that was pretty epic.
Oh, nice. Okay, Goofy made it consistent, but now what's the first part?
Yeah, you gotta get two names in like two names and like one message.
This one's worth a lot, actually. This one's worth 180. Alright, so Goofy gave you the second part. You confirmed it. Okay, Six Rock is right.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Bill
Six
found it.
Bill found it.
And then Goofy made it consistent. So there we go. Yeah, backwards cell.
Alright. Now we are going to move on back to this. Alright, so number 19. Go back to this list. Oh my god. Okay. At number 19, we have Preer DF. Now let me tell you something about Preer. He was the guy who found the first variation of the Misty Zeppelin cycle we use today. The first variation of it. Then
This is
Headstrong
like,
found the second
yeah, because
part of
there's
it.
like
Yeah.
different things you can do to it, but like the general cycle, I guess, that we try to get
Yeah.
is career cycle.
And let's see. Yeah, Preer was just like frick his personality, man. Like he just didn't give a frick. I don't
He's
know.
so funny.
He's hilarious, but he just doesn't care what anyone else thinks. So yeah, he has a. I think his most notable time was a 102 and no LTS. And this was like this doesn't use all the strats we use today. So I think that
Yeah,
was
no,
pretty
it
impressive
definitely
at the
does. I think
time.
that was it was post buffer.
But like barely.
Yeah, it was like right after buffer was found.
Yeah, so
That
that
was like when the record was like one flat. We still didn't have like claw skip and stuff.
yeah. Yeah, so pretty decent. Um at number 18, we're gonna put Bonesaw. Bonesaw 577.
Who knows where Pure DF is now?
No one
He
knows.
he shows up in chats every once in a while, but
Yeah. So yeah, we put Bonesaw at 18. Obviously, we all know Bonesaw. Uh, runner at HDQ 2014 and SGDQ 2016. He was very, very good at the game. Were considered very good at the game back before like basically anyone was running. Um, but when he was with like Bill or something, right? He was like running with Bill at one
yeah, he was
point.
like running with like Preer and Bill like
Pre and Bill,
back
yeah.
then.
When they were like going for like 113s and stuff. That was around like AGDQ 2014.
And he has a 145 in Hundo, like
Yeah,
props.
yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty decent. Um, so yeah, we put him there. 17, we are putting Goofy. Goofy, what was it? Three. I keep forgetting his. Yeah, 358. So your boy, Goob. Frick, man, he's the goat of Jack 3. Pops into Jack 1 for a little bit, kills it, man. He has a 101, right? But that was off of maybe like a couple of attempts. Yeah, so the 101 off of a couple attempts, that was insane. Didn't expect that at all. And he could have pushed it a lot more. He could have got sub 1 pretty easily, but he didn't, which is why we're putting him at 17. God. Okay, and then we're going to do 16 and then do another trivia question. So at number 16, we are putting Mike. Okay, yeah, we're putting Mike at 16. Mike, obviously a current runner. Uh, yeah, he has a lot of potential. I've told him this before. He has a ton of freaking potential, especially to be like top 10, to get a sub 1 and no LTS. Like I told him a bunch of stuff about this. Uh, Frick, man, I can't wait to see him do it because I know he will. And yeah, I I guess that's it for that. Okay, let's go to another trivia question before we move on. Where are we at? Oh, okay. This one's a good one.
Oh, all right, six
Ro-
got it. Yeah, Rose.
Rose are so fast.
That's a really fast one.
I feel like all the questions, if I had a lot of Roser questions, I feel like those would go by really fast because he's really like a hundo guy. So that's like a default. Saxy sex man. Feels good. How do I type 6 rock? There we go. How much was that worth? Oh, 100 because 100%.
Yep.
Right. Okay. Let's do another. Sax, Preer, Headstrong,
Nobody
Jazz,
knows. I knew.
Headstrong.
I.
I'm
This is a kind of
actually
under the radar one.
I'm actually kind of surprised.
I'm not, man. This is.
Oh, yeah, wow, okay. No one's got it right yet.
People forget, dude.
Outrageous Josh. Okay, if the question starts with who found, the answer is not me. I found absolutely
Rip.
nothing in this game. Nope, so we have Sax, Preer, Headstrong,
You
Jazz,
found a
Headstrong,
lot of
Bill.
movement optimizations. I wouldn't sell yourself short, man.
I mean, that's about it. I haven't found any tricks or anything. Headstrong, Jazz, Bill, me, Qatar. No, nope, 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 nope. I'll give you guys a hint. This person is in chat right now, but isn't saying it. Bobby, Bob. Nope. Tyrion, no. Piggle,
Yeah,
yeah, it was
ding a ding a
Piggle.
ding, Piggle.
Y'all sleep on me every time.
That 6 rock got it again.
6 rock, your boy. Y'all sleep on me every time. 6 rock, grats on the 75 orbs. Yeah, we'll go back to the young boards. All right, so 15. Who do I have at 15? Okay, so at number 15 we have Cloggy. Now this was tough. This was a tough decision. This was the first. Okay, well we started from the top and went to 25, but I guess this is the first kind of tough decision that we had to make between Claw and Mike. Because you guys are very evenly matched in my eyes. And you both have tons of potential. And I mean, I can't predict who's going to like come out on top. Obviously, you guys are, um, yeah, you guys are the creators of your own run. So, yeah, so that's number 15. Number 14, we gave it to your boy 6 rock. 6 rock, I think, is really starting to make a name for himself. Um, so I, so I think 6 rock was a clear 14th. Maybe the next person I think could have been switched with him, but yeah, that's obviously debatable. We'll do, actually, I will do one more. At number 13, we have your boy Andy. Oh, frick, I typed that wrong. Andy Gavin HD.
Fucking Andy.
So Andy is the king of resetlesses. He was known to like have a PB and just I don't know, man. It just came out of nowhere. He's like, all right, I'm gonna just do a resetless, and then boom, the frick, this man just PB'd. So yeah, that was Andy. I don't know when Andy's gonna stop being dead. That was the man.
I love Andy. Please come back, Andy.
Oh yeah, six. Okay, you're only 14 right now, but I feel like very soon you will be top 10 in my mind. You definitely have the potential for this. Um, yeah. So we're gonna go to more trivia. What's up, Rubik?
Andy, fun little funny thing about Andy is so he has like this really soft voice that's kind of hilarious in certain ways. Like he would miss rock jump in bass and like he'd just bonk off the wall at the top and he'd just be like, oh, bad RNG. And he'd just keep driving. Like it got me every time, dude.
Who says that? Oh, bad RNG on rock jump.
At rock jump too. Like
What a great guy, man. Basically RNG. Yeah, dude. All right, so here we go.
ooh. I'm curious about this one. Oh yeah, Zoe got that. Bang. Right away.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, yeah, Bloppy. How much was that worth? 100. Congrats, Zoe. So yeah, Bloppy found.
Buff found Buffer.
Yeah,
We gotta give
Buffer.
Bloppy some credit.
Yeah, dude, we haven't given Bloppy any credit yet. I fat fingered. Feels bad, man. All right, so we got another question. Yeah. I was gonna do the like the wrong spelling here. Cap. Hint, hint. Headstrong, yeah. 6 Rock got it. Zoe. Boomer, no. Feels bad, man. Because that's 6 Rock. How much was that worth? 100.
I don't know.
100.
When all these hundreds, dude.
Congrats to 6 Rock, dude. What's up,
6
Mini
Rock
Young?
popping off, getting all these orbs.
Oh, yeah. What a guy. Okay. We're going to go back to the top 25 with number 12. Okay. Number 12. We got your boy Bobby Kazi. The goat of, well, one of the goats of glitch hunting in the Jack community. Bobby has a 26 in any percent. His movement has gotten insanely good. Well, not insanely good, but it improved by an insane amount.
In a very short amount of time.
Yeah.
I like to give him this spot just because like his ability to master tricks like glitches
Yeah.
very quickly is like it's crazy.
Absolutely insane.
Like he nailed lava tube skip really before anyone else did. Like he was the first person to really like get good at that trick, and it didn't take him very long.
Yeah. What a guy. Okay. Number 11. We're going to go with Braden. Braden barely missed the top 10, but he actually didn't run the game for that long. And I think out of like everyone on the list, like 1 through 25, I think personally he improved the fastest.
Yeah, he was quick and
he
like
was really quick.
he had some dedication.
Yeah, so he
like
yeah.
He would get knocked down by no LTS. Just like he could just get smacked around in the face by like claw skip or whatever. He didn't lava walk, but like by whatever, it would just like smack him around, and then he would just be like, oh whatever, just get back up.
Yeah, dude, he was great. He was a great guy.
And
Yeah,
then
he has a
ended up getting
59.
sub 1.
Yeah.
So
59.58. Pretty insane. And then he just kind of dipped.
Yeah, he did. Now he plays like Perfect Dark and Goldeneye.
Yeah. What a guy.
What a guy.
Before we go to top 10, we're gonna do a couple more trivia. Okay. Let's see. What do we have next? Well, this is a good one. I want to see how fast someone gets this one. All right, here we go.
Bonsaw.
Bones sax.
Guitar.
Okay, I might got it.
Yeah, my god.
Holy frick, he was ready, dude. That was the fastest type, and he was like, all arms on. We thought that Mike could get it.
Yeah.
We were like, oh
Like,
frick,
he
he just
literally
did a
did it
run.
like 2 days ago.
Yeah. No, he did a run yesterday.
Yeah,
As
yeah.
we made the questions. It was pretty funny. Okay, so grats to Mike. Oh, frick, that's all caps. How much was that worth? I don't even. It was 90. Okay. All right, one more trivia question. Yeah, this one's a tricky one. I like this one. Not yet, Lucid. We're approaching the top 10, but now trivia. Boatsaw 577.
Sixer, I got it. Vita.
Nice 6.
Wii
Wii
U.
U. PS Vita is the slowest.
Vita cannot rocket uppercut, therefore it can't do lava tube skip.
Yeah. So it's ridiculously slow. So how much is that? 110, 110.
However, lava walk is pretty free on Vita.
That's true.
Probably just because of how garbage the frame rate is. It's, yeah.
Okay, so number 10. Oh boy. Can we get a drum roll? Jazz, can we get a drum roll? Number 10. We have Bill Braid. Ooh. Man. Bill obviously had a legacy, an era basically of his own.
Yeah, he owned it.
But I mean, obviously now there are better runners than him.
There are better runners. There have been better runners, but like he's still solid. Like his
Yeah.
times are still like pretty good, to be honest. And I think and they're outdated. Like he has a one flat that's like really outdated, and like a low one flat as well. I think like he's definitely still very capable.
The guy's insane.
Please come back, Bill. I honestly wouldn't even be surprised. Like if he came back, started playing again, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if he took a record.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Because he's, man, the GOAT. But not on this list. Number 9. Okay. Number 9, we have Sultra. Now, Sultra has a 59. 59 no LTS. One of the OGs who took a record from Bill. But the only reason we put Sultra above Bill, this one was really hard actually. The reason we put Sultra above Bill was because of the no LTS PB. Bill ended up not achieving the sub 1, and they both use really outdated strats, but Sultra did end up getting it, so we put the edge. Yeah, we gave Sultra the edge. Yeah. I see. Yeah, I got it. Okay, number 8. We have Hillary Puff. Now,
Bob.
your boy Bob. If you guys don't know who Hillary Puff is, well, none of his times are on the boards anymore, but his times were really solid.
Also incredible, like, he was really, really good at Jak 3.
Yeah, that's true. So that's kind of insane, actually. Like, what the frick? He was really good at 2 different games.
Yeah, he was really good at both.
So yeah, he has a 105 NMS and a 59 no LTS before he quit. I think he's actually trying to come back to the game. But
Please, dude, I love that guy.
yeah, solid guy. Solid guy.
What the hell? What happened to my headphones? They like exploded, but now they're back.
Okay.
You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool.
Actually, before we go to number 7, we are gonna do more trivia because I have a few more questions. I have like 4 more, so let's do 2 now. Here we go. So the question is, who has world record fish? Zoe is right. Headstrong has world record fish. No, I mean just like segment fish.
Life is pain. No.
How much is that worth? 50? Okay. Okay, should I do another one? We're on 7. Nah, we'll keep going. We'll keep going on 25 list. Are your dogs okay? Okay. Number 7. Hold on. Where the frick am I at here? Okay. Number 7 is Zoe. Now, between number 7 and number 6, between Zoe and number 6, this was really difficult. Like, we had a huge discussion on this, and we were not sure, but we ended up putting Zoe at number 7. Zoe's most notable PB is probably her 25-35. Really solid time, even though she probably doesn't think so. Yeah, she's definitely either number 6 or number 7. Solid runner. Solid runner. Alright, so number 6. The person we were struggling with, we put Pickleberry. Now, Piggle is obviously really good at Jak 2, and the reason Piggle is number 6, Piggle at one point, or at many points actually, was a contender for Hundo world record. So yeah, Piggle was a god, man. He was a god. Other than that, yeah, so his PB now is a 139.01, and then he kind of dipped. But yeah, for that time was really good. That I think this was at one point world record. So yeah. Pillberry.
Yeah, Pale took Hondo places, dude. And also, like, solid no LTS time out
Yeah.
of, like, yeah.
I
Feels
cheated.
dog, man. I'm gonna mute Mike until this
Okay,
dingus shuts up.
that's fine. Okay, before we go to number 5, we're gonna do another trivia question. We only got a couple more, or 3 more. So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I can't type. Okay, here we go. How many blockers are there in Snowy Mountain? Rubik's is right. There are 13. 13 blockers in Snowy. What's the website that has all these links? What do you mean? What links? Wait, what if you include the time? No. So the blockers are in front of Snowy Mountain. There are these things that you have to get on top of, and basically they become deactivated when you stand on them. There are 13 of those things, all in Snowy Mountain. So who actually got that? That was Rubik's, right? Yeah. Oh, I need an extra R, right? How much was that? 125. Grats, Rubik's. The fake me. Oh no.
Hopefully, the UPS man has gone away.
All right, guys. We need another drum roll. We're at the top 5. Jazz, can I get a drum roll? Ah, yeah, baby. All right. Number 5. We got
Cringe
your
drum
boy,
roll.
Ouija Shi. Ouija was, holy frick, uh, a huge contender for any percent world record for many points in the history of Jack. Um, Frick, man, like he probably played the least out of the top runners, but like when he did play, you know something was about to happen. Uh, so yeah, that's Ouija's legacy. Ouija has a 5740 in no LTS and a 2522 for LTS. And world record, like around those times, when he did get those times, world records was like really close. So these times obviously aren't contenders right now, but when he did get those PBs, he was really, really close to world record, and then he just kind of like he had real life things to do. So
Yeah.
that's what happened to Ouija. But yeah, he made the top 5. Now,
Yeah, his current NA% PB was world record at one
that
point.
is true. That is true. I forgot about that. Okay, number 4. Y'all ready for this? Number 4 was
This,
what?
I don't know about this.
Okay, number
These
4,
next ones were hard.
the sexy sax man. Oh frick, I typed an extra M. Okay. So
Guess
why sax at 4? Sax is a godly hundo runner. Uh, the second best, obviously has a second place time in hundo. Um, had world record in any percent at one point. But the reason, okay, he was good at what he does. What he does is hundo. Well, yeah, he was on that side of the spectrum really. And Number 3 is on the spectrum of like any percent, like the shorter categories, and Sax was long categories. And they were both good at what they do. But I think the reason why I put number 3 over Sax is because number 3 does the shorter categories, I think, better than Sax does at his longer categories. So with that, number 3, I'm putting Sir Jazzberry.
This freaking goon.
But he runs SM64. Good, good observation.
He also plays poker.
That's true. Plays a lot of poker. Okay. So, actually, we're gonna do one question before we go to number 2 and number 1. Can't have jazz without the sax.
This is true. These two will surprise you in before it's Bloppy and Qatar.
There we go. Okay. Here we go. How many times do you collect eco in the category low eco? 10.
Rubik.
Rubik is correct. Although Rubik is not very sure because he's still guessing.
You got it.
Rubik, you are right with 10. How much was that worth? 160. Okay. It's 10 because there's one. The first eco you collect is in Lava Tube because you need to shoot the oranges. And then the other 9 are in Final Boss. And you couldn't really get it lower than 9 in Final Boss.
Dang.
Yeah. Okay. One last. Actually, nah, we'll do 2 and 1 before the last question. Number 2. You may know this person from Lava Tube Skip. Glitch hunting.
You're leading them on. This is.
So F it, dude. We're just gonna come out and say it. It's effing guitar. We're putting guitar at number 2. Guitar. Guitar is the GOAT, man. Guitar has the freaking. I don't even know, dude. He's the best. He's the second best I've ever seen. What a
This is
guy.
the second best that's ever been around.
And so we all know, at number 1, we need to put in all caps. Your boy Nibor. He's the GOAT.
What the hell?
The absolute GOAT. What can I say, man? The effing GOAT.
It's over. He won.
The effing GOAT. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Number 2, put Headstrong. And number 1, put me. Outrageous Josh. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed that.
You said glitch hunting and lava tube skip. I was like, oh no.
Okay. Okay, so Headstrong, number 2. Obviously, an amazing runner at most, like the second era of the game, and obviously this era. And even like half of
And
the first era.
one. Yeah, like a lot of the lifespan of this game, Headstrong has been near or at the top.
Yeah. So that's insane. And then me at the top. I mean, I have all world records. Me, Piddle, and Jazz were like, okay, obviously I'm number one. But yeah, that is our top 25. Give you guys another look at that. Hold on, let's see, where's it cut off? Okay, wait, hold on.
I feel when 0 is Qatar.
Number 0, Qatar. So I'll let you guys take a look at that, I guess. Yeah. So there you go. Obviously number one. What a guy. Wow. Hey, frick you guys. Okay. For the last question, I want to bring one more question for you guys. I think it's fitting for the last question.
Oh, frick, which one didn't we ask?
All right, here we go. We're gonna do a countdown from 10, dude.
Oh, I think I know.
I raised Josh the answer to every question.
Yeah, give it a 6.
Yeah. Creditas.
Creditas.
Is it 10? Yeah, 6 wins that one. I'm Spanish, okay? Alright. Frick, man, I had so much fun doing this. I hope you guys did too. I hope also that you guys are motivated to improve at Jak. Uh, Obviously, I'm not playing Jak right now, but I will get back to it since, I have a run at AG to Q. Frick, man. I love
Yeah.
this community, man. I'm glad we could all come together and do this type of stuff. This is really fun. And I hope we can do something like this later in the future. I don't know, man. Um, so yeah, guys. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. Well, let me